Hey everyone. Today I want to share a story that will make you want to put in the effort like never before. When you think of someone who puts in a lot of effort, who comes to mind? Maybe a football player, an Olympic athlete, top businessman, or maybe even somebody close to you. These people usually achieve great success that we often envy, right? You might be thinking, compared to them, I can't put in the effort. I can't stick with anything I start. This is understandable. People who can consistently put in the effort are rare. If everyone could, we'd all be Elon Musk. But the fact is, there are those who can work hard like the world's elite, and those who give up easily. While we're slacking off, a handful of elite individuals are maintaining incredible productivity. The gap keeps widening. Why is there such a difference? It's because those who can put in the effort have a brain that's wired differently. Now, you might think, well, that's an exaggeration, or we're all human, so our brains must be the same. But it's not an exaggeration. People who can put in the effort genuinely have neural circuits that are slightly different from the rest of us. You might think, if their brain structure is different, there's nothing I can do about it. But don't worry, it's not about genetics or talent. We can control our brain's neural circuits through learned behavior. What if we could intentionally create a brain that automatically puts in the effort? Wouldn't it be amazing to have a brain like that? Today, I'm going to talk about how to create that kind of effort brain. When I used to start work every morning at 7 a.m., work nonstop until sunset, go to the gym, and maintain a ton of other habits, I was completely addicted to effort. You might find it hard to believe, but even now, if I don't start working right after my morning routine, even on weekends, I feel uneasy. I'm still stuck in the state of effort addiction. In my videos, I often touch on spiritual topics, but today I'll use some scientific elements to show you how to rewire your brain for effort. What is an effort brain? First, let's define what I mean by effort brain. I don't want you to misunderstand. An effort brain isn't about creating a brain that can endure tough tasks. It's quite the opposite. People with an effort brain don't perceive effort as effort. Their brains are unconsciously putting in effort, unable to stop, almost like they're in a glitched state. In this video, I'll show you how to create that kind of brain. If you feel like you're putting in effort, you've already lost. Many people are playing a losing game from the start. Do you have this image in your mind? Effort is something really tough, but without enduring it, you can't get results. I think many people believe this. This is where the mistake lies. In reality, if you think of effort as something tough, your brain is wired to make sure you can't keep it up. Why? Because we have an innate instinct to avoid pain and seek pleasure. You want to diet, but you end up eating snacks. This happens because you're escaping the pain of dieting and seeking the pleasure of snacks. You want to make money, but you end up playing with your phone and being lazy. This is because you're escaping the pain of working and seeking the pleasure of idleness. People who haven't rewired their brains for effort keep falling for this. I bet many of you have experienced this kind of failure. I've gone through these failures countless times myself. I tried to start a side business, but after being exhausted from my main job, I'd come home and immediately start playing with my phone. After about 2 hours, I'd think, oh, it's already this late. I need to go to bed. I didn't get anything done today. Why do we end up like this? It's because our brains recognize the effort we're trying to make as pain. The brain seeks to avoid pain and pursue pleasure. The action you're trying to take is perceived by the brain as painful. To the brain, it's like getting pricked by a needle. There's no way you can keep it up. Trying to force yourself to continue without having an effort brain is the height of foolishness. I think those of you watching this video understand, but some people still say things like, just push through with willpower, endure the pain no matter what. Telling someone to endure something they don't like for 3 years is incredibly irresponsible. Those people don't fully understand how inefficient their approach is. Trying hard without having rewired your mindset is like fighting against instincts that humanity has developed over thousands of years. It's bound to be incredibly tough. Even if you manage to keep it up for a few days, you'll burn out quickly, and the brain damage might make you never want to try it again. If someone tells you without reason that you can just push through with willpower, don't listen to them. So what should you do? The conclusion is that you need to control the brain's pleasure system. People with an effort brain, who are addicted to effort, have reversed the brain's natural circuits that seek to avoid pain and pursue pleasure. For example, let's say you're doing weight training to lose weight. A normal person sees weight training as painful and avoiding it as pleasure. But someone with an effort brain sees weight training as pleasure and skipping it as pain. They've programmed their brain to create this circuit. That's why they can keep up with their training. For them, going to the gym and working out has become a pleasure. They don't see effort as effort. Can you really do that? You might think it's impossible, but it is. Because changing the brain's pleasure circuits is is possible with some brain hacks. Using this method, you can program your brain to create a state where effort doesn't feel like effort. In fact, if you want to achieve something significant, you need to hack your brain's neural circuits and change your mindset first. Otherwise, it's impossible to keep putting in the effort. For instance, Cristiano Ronaldo rarely goes out to eat during the season and hardly ever goes out in public when traveling. Local reporters also testify that they hardly ask Cristiano Ronaldo about anything other than football. He is incredibly disciplined. Imagine this. Do you think Cristiano Ronaldo lives his daily life thinking, this effort is tough, or I can't wait to be free from this? If he did, he probably wouldn't be able to sustain it. He's enjoying that lifestyle. While it might be tough for all of us to reach Ronaldo's level, we can definitely transform our effort into pleasure at the level we aim to achieve success. So how do you do it? I'll teach you how. This is the most important point of this video. Changing your brain circuits is simple. Just imagine how much good will come from the actions you want to take. For example, if you start a side business and make money, you can quit your current job and be free from stress. If you diet and lose weight, you'll attract more attention from the opposite gender. Things like that. You don't have to make your reasons for taking action noble. Some people think they need to aim for something like contributing to society or helping others, but it's often easier to succeed by being honest about your desires. What happens when you do this? Your brain undergoes a phenomenon called priming. What is priming? Priming is a term often used in neuroscience. Simply put, when you imagine the ideal outcome and believe that good things will come from a certain action, your brain releases the pleasure-inducing chemical dopamine, which drives you toward that action. For example, consider a young man making an effort to impress a girl he likes. This isn't just any effort. He starts working out to look good and to be attractive to her. He makes elaborate plans for dates, which would normally seem like a hassle. He pays attention to his fashion. Tasks that would usually be burdensome become enjoyable for him. He finds pleasure in the process itself. This is the effect of priming. Priming is a system originally meant for the desire to reproduce, present in humans and other animals alike. Why can this young man put so much effort into self-improvement? Because the effort itself feels good. To others, it might look like hard work, but to him, it's something he wants to do, so it no longer feels like effort. Ultimately, the anticipation of impressing the girl releases dopamine, making him feel good in advance. This phenomenon is called priming. Priming reacts strongly to desires close to our instincts, as it is a system for the propagation of species. For most people, to be attractive is a stronger motivator than world peace because it's a desire closer to our instincts. Humans are unique on this planet because we can change our brain structure based on changes in the informational space. Therefore, you can use priming even for abstract goals like world peace or someone's happiness. However, most of you probably don't feel strongly motivated by abstract concepts like world peace. I don't either. When you imagine how much good will come from the actions you want to take, you need to be true to your desires. This is why I said to imagine honestly. Imagining honestly is crucial. If you don't, there won't be any emotion behind it. Without emotion, dopamine won't flow. If you can genuinely believe you're starting a business for world peace, that's fine. But if you set a lofty goal just because it sounds good, you won't be able to rewire your brain for effort. When I made weight training a habit, my sole motivation was to become more attractive. As a result, I've been able to maintain a routine of training 5 to 6 times a week for about 2 years now. At this point, my reason for training has transcended just wanting to be attractive. Now, I simply have the desire to train. I've become a full-fledged workout junkie. I think many people start with the desire to be attractive and end up like this without even realizing it. First, let's summarize the content of this video. People who can put in effort have rewired their brain's neural circuits into an effort brain. The way to rewire your brain is to imagine how much good will come from the actions you want to take, driving dopamine release beforehand. By doing this, you hack your brain's neural circuits completely to make dopamine flow through your efforts. This is the flow. However, there are some caution points regarding the imagery that you need to be aware of. If you don't know these points, all your efforts to rewire your brain will be in vain. The key point is whether the goal you want to achieve is something you genuinely desire. Thinking, I have to do it because someone told me to, is the worst mentality. You must truly want the goal for yourself. The human subconscious works very creatively to achieve what it truly wants. Conversely, it works just as creatively to avoid what it doesn't want to do. For example, Cristiano Ronaldo lives such a disciplined lifestyle because he genuinely wants to be the best in the world. If someone told him, you have to become the best, all the actions arising from that would turn into obligations, something he must do rather than something he loves to do. As a result, his lifestyle will become a burdensome effort rather than an enjoyable one. As mentioned earlier, burdensome efforts are designed not to last, and eventually you'll hit your limit. We've all experienced times when we didn't want to go to work or school and came up with excuses not to go. Therefore, it's crucial to pay attention to the emotions you'll feel when you achieve your goal. Goals imposed by someone else will only become more burdensome. Is the future awaiting you one that you genuinely desire, or is it a future imposed by someone else? Today, I talked about how to create a brain addicted to effort. By using this method, you could appear to be putting an effort to others while actually enjoying the process with a flood of dopamine. If you've become an effort addict using this method, please leave a comment. This channel will continue to provide methods to control your thinking. Unlike those born geniuses who have an easy mode in life from birth, I have acquired my knowledge later in life, which means I can share reproducible methods with you. If you want to keep learning about knowledge that can improve your life, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for watching to the very end. As a very special thank you, I'm giving you exclusive access to a life-changing technique. It's a proven way to unleash your full potential and achieve your wildest dreams. This is a simple, step-by-step guide to harnessing your subconscious mind to lead a successful life. To get it, just click the link in the description and sign up for my newsletter. It'll be delivered straight to your inbox. This is the fastest way to transform yourself and make your dreams a reality, so don't miss out. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.